How's it going, everyone? It's Nathan from Nathan's MRE, and today we have another very special ration. This particular one is Survival Food Package number 5. Okay, so what we know about this thing, it's made by, my knife under it, holding it up, made by Ashjohn Corporation, Brooklyn, New York. Nice reflection of the camera in there, in my face. How's it going, guys? So, anyway, on a more serious note, if you could even see it, the lights are so bright. Basically has all the carbohydrates breakdown, vitamin A, D, B1, B2, and C. And over on the side here, it's a little tarnished. It says contents, vitamin A tablets, malted milk tablets, CC bar, fortified biscuits, enriched tropical chocolate bars. It says contents, ingredients produced in compliance with military specifications. And this was produced for the Army, the Navy, the Coast Guard. I think that was it. So on the very front of it here, it says, wish we get a better reflection here, but it's not going to do it. Survival Food Packet 5, HA vitamin tablets, nutrition supplement, malted milk tablets, nourished solids, well balanced and basic elements, CC bars, calories, carbohydrates, fortified biscuits, wholesome, substantial, sustaining, enriched tropical chocolate, nutrition, and quick pickup. It says principal products used for survival food by Army, Navy, Air Force, and U.S. Coast Guard. Actually, I looked all that up, but it's on the front of it. So yeah. And it also says high energy calories, carbohydrates, easily digested and assimilated. On the back side, and the list of what's going on there. So this thing doesn't have the little key where you unravel it. It's made to use or be opened by a P38. The problem is I don't have a P38. So I think what we're going to do here, I have something almost as good. I have a can opener from the 60s. And it's actually kept my great-grandma, which is no longer with us. And actually see it says Made in USA on it. So that's kind of cool. Definitely a relic of the past. So I think what we're going to do here, I've been making a shelf above my workbench to display a lot of these old cans and rations. And I think we're going to cut this one from the bottom or have a little display here. That way we can reference back to stuff if we need it. So that being said, let's go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. Go ahead and open up from the bottom, like I said. We're going to puncture it just like that. Okay, here we are. It is open. Camera back in focus here. I'm going to open that guy up. Nice shiny metal on the bottom. And we're going to lock the exposure on the can, because if we don't, those reflective surfaces are going to reflect off of that. So in the bottom here we can see we have what looks to be possibly some jelly bars. We have some crackers and possibly chocolate bars on the side. At first smell, it smells like chocolate and almost like a beef bouillon, but it could just be the crackers. Try to slide this out of there without breaking any of it. It's coming out, but man, it's definitely packed tightly. Look at that. I can't open her out of the shot here. So the crackers look pristine. They actually have sunshine stepped into them. They just kind of have a little bit of a beef bouillon type smell to them. Now, from what we looked at, we know for a fact this is somewhere from the late 60s or early 70s, but there was such little information on this. Trying to sort that out is about impossible. Now, once we have it open here, we might be able to go ahead and try to date these Hershey's tropical chocolate bars and see. Tropical chocolate doesn't mean a fruit in it. It just means that it could withstand higher temperatures. And these have written on the side, manufactured by Hershey's Chocolate Corporation, Hershey, Pennsylvania. And they look to be pristine. And we have our little jelly bars here. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I guess these are vitamin tabs. And then that is a big blob of chocolate. I don't know. It smells like chocolate. If I'm going to be able to get this out of here or not. Easily. Maybe. It's moving. Let me tap it. I'm going to tap it on the floor so I don't mess our table up. Something feels like it's possibly stuck. They're actually separate little balls. They're not all melted into one big glob. I'll have to cut my hand open on the metal thing here. I'm a pretty strong dude, and it's even hard for me to get it out of there. If you're all weak and feeble and starving, there we go. Got it totally out. You're pretty tough getting that open, I would think. Getting that out of there. So, this one has apparently not been in the heat because, look at that. They're still all separate. The only person I can see that's ever done one of these is Steve 1989, and his is just a big ball of melted goo. And these are not. Now, if I remember right, he had different tropical chocolate bars in his. Let me try to date these real quick, and we'll be back here in a second and see if we have a better idea what the year is on this. Okay, we're back. Been researching for about an hour, hour and a half. Because these chocolate bars are a game changer for this. This is not what I thought it was. This is not the ration that Steve 1989 had by far. So what we have here, judging by the jelly bars and mainly by these Hershey's tropical chocolate bars, this ration is somewhere between 1943 and 1945, dating by these bars. Now the ration itself could be a few years newer, but not much. You know, obviously they could use these over. Now these are 1 ounce bars. They have a 4 ounce bar that has a red label. And that didn't come along till after 1943. In fact, some of these were as early as 1941. So we're pretty sure we have a mid to late 40s ration here, which is really cool by my judgment. And what's even cooler yet is the quality of it, because just sitting here, I was picking up one of these guys, which are for the most part just laying there loose, and they smell like a combination of coffee and chocolate, not sour at all. That tells me that somebody has more than likely, it has a little rust inside the can too. More than likely stored this in a basement or somewhere cool. It's the only explanation why all this is pretty much mint condition on the inside. What a really good find. These chocolate bars are really expensive on eBay if you could even find one. They go for about 50 bucks a piece. So I think what we're going to do here, we're going to get this out on the tray and do a little taste test here. We're just going to be very cautious of it. Okay, so we are back. We're going to put our chocolates right there, our crackers right here, and I don't know, the crackers don't smell rancid or anything. It's really a very odd ration. Actually, we're going to put those back there so you can see the rest of the stuff. Put our tropical bars right here, and they're not even broken. They're just perfect. I almost hate to open any of those up. We have our vitamin tabs right here. We'll go ahead and check into one of those. And then we have our 4 jelly bars, and these are super old because there's no writing on them anywhere. But look at the, throw on the floor once. Look at the quality. A little bit of rust in the can right there. But look at that. Isn't that just creepy? How nice a shape that's in. Very odd. Alright, I'm ready to get into this thing like a kid in a candy store. Literally like a candy store. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and... Man, that's weird. I don't know if this is going to be good or not. We're going to go ahead and try a little... Just a little bite, not the whole thing. I know better than to put the whole thing in my mouth. So far, so good. It is more of a coffee taste than anything. No adverse taste at all. The color of the inside of that. Tastes perfectly fine. Combination between almost like a coffee tainted Tootsie Roll. Man, that's crazy. All right. Let's go ahead and carefully open this guy up. I think what we're going to do is possibly put this, do a review on it, be as little as invasive as we possibly can. Might put this ration back on eBay to a collector and take whatever proceeds we get from that and go buy more stuff. That's pretty much where we're at with this channel, guys. We're looking for money to buy more stuff, and something like this, just one of those bars, will bring enough money to buy another ration or two. So that might be the best way to go about it. I'd like to have it on display here, but you know, I'm by no means a collector. I'm probably a lot better fit in somebody's hands that could also taste it and enjoy it. Definitely, it seems we're done with this. I get some Ziplocs and re-seal all this stuff so it doesn't go bad sitting here. And here's our cracker. It doesn't smell bleachy at all. At all. Look at that thing. I'm looking at it, inspecting it real close visually. It just smells perfect. I know somebody's had this thing frozen for a bunch of years. Looking at the inside of it. You get even physically focusing. I don't know if it is or not. Oh, that's different. Like a real hearty whole grain cracker. Absolutely no bleachy taste at all. No rancid taste. This had to be in somebody's freezer. There's no way it would have made it through like this. Let's move on to the jelly bar. Open up one pack of them. Leave the other three sealed. Set those kind of back there out of the way. Let's go through here and try to slide my knife under it. We've had stuff that was 3 years old, worse shape than this. Go and flay out this lemon one here on the end. Look at that thing. Not even stuck to the other one. Look at that. Doesn't smell like much of anything. Oh, wow. Nice natural lemon flavor. You know, doing these rations been doing it about a year. No, August would be, not even a whole year I've been doing this. I've never enjoyed any rations more than the last review we did, the 1951 Korean War ration, and this one. It's what you hope to find being a reviewer is stuff that's this old and still pristine where you could eat it. That is extremely rare. We're very, very happy right now. Very nice. Instead of going all in on that one, this package is already open, so let's go ahead and sample the other flavors. We have an orange. Doesn't smell like anything. It's a very eerie, natural orange flavor to it. It's not the dyes and the fake taste what you have nowadays at all. It looks like to be a lime. And it is. Man, how impressive is that? Look at that thing. It's still nice and soft. It's not even hard. Alright. We can't do it, guys. We can't let it go without opening one of these up. I really hate to do this, because we could buy a lot more stuff with these, but we'll leave one sealed. We're going to open one up. I don't know if I could open it up without ruining it. Probably not. Has a very fragile paper. It's like the paper's so fragile it's hard to even... A wax paper, I guess, is what it actually is. Gonna have to just slice it down the back, because there's no way that that seam is coming undone without destroying it. Alright, let's go ahead and try that. Take a look at it. No way. Look at that. It's like a chocolate bar you buy in the store has been on the shelf for about 6 months or a year. Oh, wow. Everybody says they don't taste good, but this one smells absolutely awesome. Let's take our knife here. Well, it probably wasn't good for the tray, but whatever. Look at that guy. Man, the smell, the cocoa smell, smells awesome. Let's take a bite and see. I'm real excited about this. How about a drier chocolate? A very, very semi-sweet, dry chocolate. And they say when they made these, they didn't want to be really good. They didn't want all the guys eating these up. You know, they wanted to be saved as a ration. And they wanted them to taste no better than a boiled potato. It tastes better than a boiled potato by a pretty long stretch. But it's a very, very good chocolate bar. Man. Eat the last little piece of it here. Then we're going to try well, let's don't be an animal about it. Let's do it right. Well, that didn't work out either. It's like a Pepto-Bismol M&M, don't it? I wonder if it's hard or if it's soft. Definitely hard as a rock. I'm not going to eat that. This will have a lot of B6 and B vitamins in it. That won't be good after that many years. I wouldn't want to find out. Vitamins taste bad enough the way it is. It does have a kind of a vitamin smell to it. It's not real crazy offensive though. But we'll let that be. We don't need to be eating that. So I think we're going to go ahead and put our bar back in our wrapper. We're going to tidy all this up. And if any of you guys are interested in this, let me know. Like I said, we're just trying to generate funds to buy some more meals. So that is all for this ration. We're going to call this a mid-40s. This was a... There you see the camera again. Survival food packet number 5. And this was pretty much for the Coast Guard. That's all for today's video, guys. Hope you liked today's video. Sorry it's kind of shaky and fumbly. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. You have a good day.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proud